Hello and welcome back to the Bastion Smash weekly tournament analysis series for Bastion Smash number 2. This is Aurora, aka the Rainbow Star. I usually go by Rainbow on commentary anyway. And here is the second set of the tournament. This one is against a player that I have known for quite a long time locally. I have played many sets in person. We've had a lot of Game 3 sets in person, actually, now that I think about it. And let's get right into this set right here. This is against a player known as Braeden. Something you're probably going to notice, and I don't really need to comment on it again. Every game one of this tournament is going to be on PS2 because I was super lazy with banning. Actually, I think I did ban stages. No, I didn't. I was thinking, maybe I did? No, I didn't. I banned in a tournament before this when I was playing with Corrin. Alright, here we go. This is a matchup I have a little bit less comfort in, but I have an idea of what I want to do versus WiFi Turner. I think of two different values here. There are moments where I want to play patient, and moments where I want to play not necessarily aggressive, but I want to get in close enough where I can start pressuring WiFi in places where their hitboxes cannot connect, and then set them up for a juggle. Since the juggle will not set them up for super guaranteed stuff, I will often go for air dodge or jump reads on them, or if they have a habit, I will try to cover that. I'm not very good at covering habits, not every habit, but I am getting better at it slowly and surely. And so far, this has been mostly a neutral-based game. You see I mashed up really slow at a jab there, and WiFi can hard punish me there. Which is not the best. I have to recover high as often as I can in this matchup, because header ball will cover the low ground, or not the low ground, more of, I want to go to ledge or go below the ledge, and if I go below the ledge, I am more vulnerable to getting edge guarded by WiFi going off stage. She will likely not be going off stage if I'm recovering high, however. Risky option I went for right there, that was trying to attempt to cover the air dodge with spin out, and I did not succeed right there, so I kind of have to reset neutral. Cannonball blocks, or not Cannonball, Mecha Koopa blocks a full charge stun citation. Mecha Koopa, in fact, is a great way to relieve a projectile and give Bowser Jr. an opening to at least close some space. He is still a slow character without side B, so it's not going to be the perfect way. I had to neutral air dodge through that. That whole stock just did not look good, honestly. I should also mention that while we've had a lot of close Game 3 sets, Braeden is, in my opinion, a much better player than I am. So, they're able to... See, the thing with Braeden is she's able to play a lot of characters just based off of fundamentals really well. This Wii Fit is kind of new, actually. It's, I think, 3 weeks old by the time of this video. And I didn't mention this yet, but I have been recording... I am recording this a week later. It's currently the Sunday after weekly number 2. Weekly number 3 played out. I did not enter today because I needed a break. I noticed right there that they were setting up for a ledge trap, which left them super vulnerable to coming off of the stage with an air dodge and going right through their setup and crossing up with hammer swing. I go for it again there, and that's when I realized it works. And look at this. I was at such a deficit before, and now it's kind of close. Some good boxing right there. Using neutral air a lot here is really helpful when I'm in the air-to-air situations. Also, knowing what angles header ball can send at, depending on how it's set up in a grounded space to set up neutral, is very important to know when you can approach. You can also attack header ball and it will send it back. There are very few attacks in the game like this that have a reflect property like that. I had incredibly good DI there. I actually thought I was dead, but I did DI that well. And I waited for their back air there too, so that I could whiff punish it. If I was too impatient there, which is a habit I have had at ledge constantly, I would have died. Speaking of impatience, going for the up smash there when they still had stage control was very risky, and I should probably not have done that. But I got super lucky with this game in all honesty, and I made the full comeback. Shield poking with the F smash right there, and that will take game number 1 versus Braeden. Let me make sure I have a habit of backing out of each game because of the chronological order of Smash Online. So while that was actually pretty much a nail-biter of a set, I think what genuinely helped, and I didn't really key into it, was how much space I had. Because right here, game 2 is pretty much the opposite of that, as Braeden takes it to Battlefield, which in this case is not necessarily as good for me to have. Now I have less space to set up safely away from them, and they can cover more space quickly with header. However, the platforms, as far as I know, can get in the way of WiFi trying to do combos on me. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but honestly, in this matchup, a good change of pace, really. A habit that I did notice Braeden was picking up on was me jumping above them a lot, I think particularly near ledge, and that's where they were able to really set up big combos. You don't really want to be above Wii Fit Trainer because of her Nair, how it will set up for a lot of combos. And here's another thing. Remember what I said about fighting Wii Fit Trainer and how you want to fight her either patiently or pressuring her? If you can, and you're pressuring Wii Fit when they have deep breathing, they have much less time to use it. But if you can't, you have to wait it out. This is very similar advice that I would give if you were fighting Joker or Sen, honestly. If you can send out a few attacks at him to weaken him, do so. But otherwise, be very careful. You do not want to mess around. I picked up an early stock, but right there, that frame trap. It's coming back full circle. Another thing I explained there about if I get sent down too low, I will be very vulnerable. I went for the up B, didn't recognize that they drifted away, and I did not follow up with it on me there. And while I am still trying to hold this lead, it is still kind of... I'm still kind of not super comfortable with their player habits, honestly, I think. Okay, good air dodge there. My mash is really inconsistent. I mash, depending on the day, I usually mash with the control stick. And optimal control stick mashing is very effective. I find it harder to do multiple button presses, honestly. I'm taking too many straight hits here, and as you can see, it's evened out. They're kind of baiting me to pick options first. I see them jumping back there. And I tried to reach forward with down tilt and I just didn't get it. F tilt would have caught them in that instance, catching their tomahawk. And I actually do not agree with that option at all. Damn, the bait was there, but I was just too slow with the S smash. See, I'm starting to make a lot of mistakes. I ran right into that Nair too, took a lot of percent because of the deep breathing attribute as well. And my mashing's just too slow, keeping me in disadvantage. This kind of pick is genuinely working well. I had to tell myself mid-match not to side B up there. Or not side B up there. But up B up there, I was very comfortable with it, and it was working. However, if I had shown my hand there while they were waiting, they would be baiting it out even more. And that's not something I want right now, and I also kind of have to play it safe. So you see me drifting down low. Notice how I can jump after side B? Didn't mention this in the last game, that's something else. Cart jump and my regular jump are two different things. They waited for my option and then picked their get up. And I tried to catch them drifting away before they poked me before I could jab them. Caught my landing with the grab. And this is genuinely rough. I have to air dodge that side B as they jumped up there to catch me going high again. And I eat the sun salutation too. I can't set up a cannonball again because I will get sniped and die if I get hit by sun salutation up there. Mix up, and it works. Because I saved it for a last resort, it worked way more consistently. Right there showed me something I did not really realize. This is something I have been working on where I will pick up Mecha Koopa and I'll use a smash toss. What I mean is I'll use the C-stick to throw the item forward. And this allows me to set up for combos and for advantage, and it works particularly well at low percents where I can combo off of it into up air, into nair, into forward air, down air. You kind of get the idea, and if I don't set up for it, I can follow up on them because it doesn't sell them too far, and my attacks still will outrange a lot of the cast in that instance. So if they pick an option out of my range, then I can still punish it. And that's good and all, but as you can see, the hitbox on Mecha Koopa Toss is incredibly small, and I only realized it in that game. I'll really get punished with the forward tilt though. It was something I was expecting, but I did not know how to deal with. So I counterpicked to Kalos. This stage worked really well for me in the last set that I played, And I also benefited a lot more from having a lot of space in this set so far with PS2. It just was really good for me. So having this stage as a choice for me, I took advantage of to really use these platforms here as recovery mix-ups, the walls as well. Bowser Jr. just has so many ways to use the offstage here to mix up an otherwise kind of difficult to work around weakness with recovery. I personally don't feel like Bowser Jr. has a bad recovery. I think it's just that there are instances of vulnerability. So far, even neutral, again. It's kind of just us. The neutral of Bowser Jr. and Wii Fit, I can understand, isn't very fun because both of us have to wait out the other person and have to put out projectiles to prevent the other person from getting an advantage from them. And yeah. I did SD there, but you can see that my confidence is still kind of there to go for stuff. I tried to go for the hammer swing off a Mecha, but I just missed. Heart stun on shield. It's pretty good. It allows me to go for some mix-ups like that. I've already taken 57%. At this point, I feel like I do have to pressure the deep breathing, so I am doing as much as I can to catch it. I catch them poking ahead with Cannonball, but since it was uncharged, it's still not enough to get the kill. They land the forwarder, and I need to get this hit before anything else goes out of hand. If I go above 80%, this is probably not going to be a winnable game, and I am able to just take that stock with the spin out. See, no, I messed that up right there. And instead of being able to follow up off of that, the moment I went for cart jump, that was something that was a bit more laggy of an option for me to pick off of the Smash Mecha Koopa, so it just kept me in the corner here. And I had to constantly dodge these projectiles. Stalling out is working out really well for me here. But right here, I got a buffered Wi-Fi air dodge, which really sucks, because I was very certain I was not holding into a direction there. It should have been a neutral air dodge. But so is how it goes right there. As much as I could wish for things, I have to just keep playing. 50% combo right there for catching the landing. I'm not too far out of this. If I can just get a couple more hits and get a kill, this is still very doable. These cross-up hits are working out really well. I do not catch the drift right there, so I do not get the hammer swing. However, otherwise, if I had, I would have gotten the hit because they did not air dodge. Down to a shield right there. Probably my best option for covering the ground, as Bowser Jr.'s Nair and up smash will not cover completely below me. Nair is best for covering from the sides on an aerial attack, and up smash is great for covering somebody overcommitting on shield. So you won't see it as often as Nair. Okay, these cross-ups right now. Up air, I'm very surprised I picked that. I must not have realized in time that I hit their shield. Okay, this is the moment where I had to pressure. Off of that cannonball, the moment that I got the double hit on their header ball, I went straight in for the side B, and I tried to take the stock right there. I just missed it. And I did do this a lot in the set where I would try to cover roll-ins from ledge. It was a habit I constantly had, and it definitely cost me some opportunities to ledge trap more efficiently. Because of that, I got completely caught off guard there. That up smash covered, or that forward smash, excuse me, forward smash from Braeden covered me crossing up, going behind them. As it has a hitbox on both sides, I do know this, but I was really surprised it caught me as an anti-air. And that will, unfortunately for me, take the set. That was a very close game 3, but not enough. If I had not SD'd at the beginning, I might have had a more considerable advantage going in, as considering the last 2 games, I was able to take the first stock, I guess consistently, we'll say. 2 out of 3, you know? But yeah, that's not the end of the tournament, though, as that drops me into losers round 2. And there my tournament will continue in the next video. So for now, take care. Hope you enjoyed watching.